I'm trying to get to Grand Isle Narrows.
You want the easy way or the hard way?
The best way.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Net Movies. If you are looking for your next movie night, look no further. Netflix rolled out 2026 with a slew of new, spectacular titles that are blazing up screens and dominating watch lists throughout the world. Regardless of your preference for heart-pounding action, poignant true tales, or oddball comedies with a twist, this year's films are telling tales that will stick with you. So prepare to binge. These are the top 12 new Netflix releases you won't want to miss. Now let's start the video. Number 12, Apex.
I'm trying to get to Grand Isle Narrows.
You want the easy way or the hard way?
The best way.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
Apex is a 2026 survival thriller film directed by Baltazar Kormaker, starring Charlize Theron, Taron Egerton, and Eric Bana. The story follows Sasha, a grieving woman seeking solace in the Australian wilderness, who becomes ensnared in a deadly game with a ruthless predator. As she fights for survival, she's forced to confront her inner strength and outsmart her hunter. The film promises intense action sequences, with Theron pushing herself to new physical limits, performing most of her stunts, including rock climbing and kayaking. The trailer suggests a gripping storyline, with Egerton playing a sadistic serial killer and Bana supporting Theron's character. Number 11, Thrash.
The National Hurricane Center has issued hurricane surge warnings for this area.
Thrash is a 2026 survival thriller film directed by Tommy Wirkola, starring Phoebe Dynevor, Jimin Hounsou, and Costa D'Angelo. The movie takes place when a Category 5 hurricane hits a coastal town, bringing devastating floods and hungry sharks into the streets and homes. As the survivors fight for their lives, they're forced to navigate treacherous waters and outsmart the predators lurking beneath the surface. Reviews are praising the film's unique blend of action, suspense, and commentary on climate change. The movie's absurdity is balanced with real-world concerns, making it a thought-provoking thriller. With its talented cast and Wirkola's direction, Thrash promises to be an intense, thrilling ride. Number 10, War Machine.
Retreat!
War Machine is a sci-fi action thriller directed by Patrick Hughes, starring Alan Ritchson as a top Ranger candidate known only as 81. During the final stage of U.S. Army Ranger selection, what should be a controlled endurance exercise turns into a deadly fight for survival when an unimaginable, deadly mechanical threat begins hunting the team. Their training ground becomes a war zone, forcing the soldiers to rely on instinct, teamwork, and pure grit to stay alive against a high-tech menace that seems almost impossible to defeat. The film has a strong action thriller vibe with echoes of classic Man vs. Predator-style survival stories, blending military tactics with science fiction danger. Number 9, Joe's College Road Trip.
You will get more pussy. Let her go. I promise you there's some better pussy out there. Fresh pussy. Not used pussy with 500,000 miles on it.
It ain't got that many miles.
Okay.
Joe's College Road Trip is a coming-of-age comedy about Joe Miller, a high school senior who plans one last unforgettable road trip with his best friends before heading off to college. What starts as a simple trip to visit potential campuses quickly turns into a chaotic adventure filled with car troubles, unexpected detours, new friendships, and emotional realizations. Along the way, Joe begins to question his future plans, his relationships, and what growing up truly means. Joe's College Road Trip delivers a lighthearted but relatable story about friendship and the fear of change. The humor is energetic and youthful, with plenty of road trip mishaps and witty dialogue to keep things entertaining. Number 8, Good luck, have fun, don't die.
There is a chance you will die tonight.
Those are real bullets!
But I truly believe you could be the group that saves the fucking world.
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is a 2026 science fiction action-adventure comedy film directed by Gore Verbinski and written by Matthew Robinson. The film stars Sam Rockwell, Haley Lou Richardson, and Michael Pena. Set over one chaotic night, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die follows a group of Gen Z friends who sign up for what they think is an immersive citywide escape room-style game. The rules are simple: complete challenges, avoid elimination, and win a cash prize. But as the night unfolds, the dares turn darker, and the line between game mechanics and real danger starts to blur. With trust fraying and secrets surfacing, the friends realize the biggest threat isn't the game itself, it's each other. This film leans hard into modern anxieties about gamification, peer pressure, and online dares, mixing thriller tension with sharp, sarcastic humor. Number 7. Firebreak.
Lidia no está en la cabaña.
¿Dónde está Luis? No soporto esta casa, este bosque.
¿Y no le pareció raro que estuviera sola en el bosque?
No.
Firebreak is a Spanish psychological drama thriller, directed by David Victori, starring Belén Cuesta, Enric Oquer, Joaquin Furiel, Diana Gomez, and Candela Martinez. The story follows Mara, a grieving mother who travels with her family to their forest summer home after the death of her husband. The visit, meant to help them find closure and prepare the house for sale, turns into a nightmare when Mara's young daughter Lyde disappears into the woods following an argument. At the same time, an uncontrollable wildfire spreads rapidly, forcing authorities to suspend the official search and evacuate the area. The film is built around high tension and emotional stress, with a focus on grief, fear, and survival under extreme circumstances. Number 6. Cold storage.
I don't hear anything.
Well, I definitely heard it. Well, not definitely. I mean, I was like aware of it, you know what I mean? Like I was having an argument with my brain about it.
You are very chatty.
Cold Storage is a contained sci-fi thriller set largely inside a decaying government storage facility. When a long-dormant, highly adaptive fungus, secretly stored after a Cold War-era experiment, begins to thaw. It starts spreading fast and mutating with alarming intelligence. A mismatched trio, including a hardened operative, a sharp but reluctant civilian, and a facility worker who knows the building's secrets, must race against time to stop the organism from escaping into the outside world. As containment fails, the fight becomes. Cold Storage leans into old-school thriller energy, tight spaces, ticking clocks, and creeping dread rather than flashy spectacle. The concept, an evolving biological threat locked in a crumbling bunker, is simple but effective, and the film gets real mileage out of its claustrophobic setting. Number 5. The Rip.
There's snitches in every division.
Watch your back.
Cover! Bitch! I'm breaking left! I got the roof!
You want to steal this rip? Just say it out loud.
Rip is an upcoming American action thriller film written and directed by Joe Carnahan, who developed the story with Michael McGrail, starring Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, alongside a strong ensemble cast, including Stephen Yeun, Teyana Taylor, Sasha Calle, Catalina Sandino Moreno, Scott Adkins, and Kyle Chandler. The story follows a tactical unit of Miami police officers who uncover millions of dollars in cash hidden in a derelict stash house. What seems like a once-in-a-lifetime find quickly spirals into distrust and paranoia. As word spreads and outside forces close in, the team's cohesion unravels, forcing them to confront their own loyalties, moral limits, and whether they can trust one another amid the deadly temptation. The Rip looks poised to be a gritty, character-driven thriller built on moral conflict and suspense, anchored by the star power of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and a strong supporting cast. Number 4. Kidnapped. Elizabeth Smart.
Elizabeth Smart was a 14-year-old girl. The family said she'd been taken from her bedroom in the middle of the night.
Kidnapped. Elizabeth Smart is a 2026 Netflix documentary that recounts the true story of Elizabeth Smart's abduction and survival, told largely through her own perspective, with family interviews and archival material. The film recounts the true story of Elizabeth Smart, who was abducted from her bedroom at age 14 by Brian David Mitchell and his wife Wanda Barzee in 2002. The film explores the psychological and emotional toll on Elizabeth and her family, as well as the community's tireless search for answers. It also spotlights Elizabeth's journey of healing and her ongoing mission to inspire and protect others. This documentary is best suited for viewers interested in true crime stories with depth and who appreciate survivor-centered narratives that focus on recovery and purpose rather than just the crime. Number 3. People We Meet on Vacation.
On vacation, you can be anyone you want.
Who wants to go skinny dipping?
Alex does not.
Maybe Vacation Alex does.
People We Meet on Vacation is an upcoming American romantic comedy film directed by Brett Haley from a screenplay by Yulene Kwong and Amos Vernon Anuncio Randazzo, based on the 2021 novel of the same name by Emily Henry. The story follows Poppy and Alex, two friends who have been taking summer vacations together for over a decade. Despite their differences, Poppy is a free-spirited travel writer, while Alex is a reserved English teacher. They've become an unlikely duo. However, after a falling out, they stop speaking until Poppy invites Alex on one last trip to Palm Springs, forcing them to confront their feelings for each other. People We Meet on Vacation delivers a delightful blend of romance and self-discovery. Rooted in a beloved source novel and elevated by charismatic leads and heartfelt storytelling, it's one of the standout romantic titles in Netflix's early 2026 slate. Number 2. Sleepwalker.
His ghost talks to me through the door.
Come on out, buddy.
I will never let anything happen to you.
Sleepwalker is an upcoming American psychological thriller film written and directed by Brandon Auman. The story centers on Sarah Pangborn, played by Hayden Panettiere, an accomplished artist grieving the death of her daughter in a tragic car accident that left her abusive husband in a coma. Haunted by her loss, Sarah begins to experience increasingly intense sleepwalking episodes in which the line between her dreams and real life becomes terrifyingly blurred. As these nocturnal wanderings grow more surreal and disturbing, she confronts haunting visions of her husband and fragments of her past, forcing her to question what is real and what is nightmare. Sleepwalker appears to be shaping up as a thoughtful psychological thriller with strong central performances and a haunting, disorienting narrative. Number 1. Greenland 2. Migration.
They say that it could be humanity's last chance, but it is impossible to get you.
I promise you, I'm gonna get you to that crater.
Greenland 2. Migration is an upcoming American post-apocalyptic survival disaster thriller film directed by Rick Roman Waugh and written by Chris Sparling and Mitchell LaFortune. The movie follows the Garrity family, played by Gerard Butler, Morena Baccarin, and Roman Griffin Davis, as they leave their bunker in Greenland to search for a new home after a comet strike devastates the Earth. The family must navigate a harsh, barren landscape and face extreme weather conditions in their quest for survival. The film is a sequel to the 2020 movie Greenland and promises to deliver more action-packed sequences and emotional family drama. Reviews have noted that the storyline bears similarities to the first film, with the Garrity family embarking on another perilous journey to find safety. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Net Movies for more recaps and analyses.